I had a vision when I was in Jerusalem that I was this unicorn god. Everyone just said I was mental. Basically, I don't really fit out there. My name's Shaf. I'm a fabulous unicorn.
Well, the second I met him, I became a unicorn, really.
He's a very enigmatic character. Adventurous, sexual, erotic.
Shaf's got this amazing, vibrant personality. He's the one with the vision, he's the one that knows what he's doing.
He is like a catalyst for a fire that keeps on burning, basically.
So fit. I work for one of the biggest TV channels on the planet. I'm a freelance art director there. Basically, can't cage a unicorn, I only freelance. One hoof in the corporate world and one hoof in the hippie world. I was in Bexhill, classic Asian Bangladeshi parents. I was a student for 3 years. I was like a 70s throwback for ages. I was a professional breakdancer. I was directing grime videos and bang videos. Everyone, listen! But this is the longest thing I've ever been. It all started 2011. I basically started going to all the Burning Man events, and it showed me what the world can be like. That's where I was born as a unicorn. I basically ended up traveling the world by myself, being fabulous. Now we have something which is a business. It just grew and grew and grew.
I'm Sammy, also known as Sassicorn. I'm a pureblood unicorn and also a professional kids entertainer.
I'm Amy, I do crafts, but I'm also a cosmicorn.
I'm Miles and I'm the Metricorn. I mainly do bookings for festivals and parties in London as well as DJing.
I'm Emma and I'm also a fabulous unicorn.
Yeah.
And how did you two meet?
I saw you at Morning Glory, Bill,
same.
and I was like, she's fit.
Same.
And then I had a dream about her. Then I had another dream about you.
Yeah.
And then we had full intercourse.
Yeah, basically. You can get pretty lonely just wanting to share love, and a lot of people just want to tear you down. So I feel like I've found my unicorn family, and I can be free to spread it far and wide because everybody needs a bit of unicorn love.
We're looking for a third hot female lover. But you want to have sex with other men as well, don't you? Which is fine. But I basically
fair, really.
Life is, sometimes not fair. I basically put a little ad up.
Night Warrior Corns wanted.
Wanted.
Helps if you're polyamorous and recovering from addiction issues.
Hey, come on.
This all sounds a bit far-fetched, but hey, it's worth a shot.
We have different teams, like going to different festivals and parties every single weekend now. We just make sure everyone's snog fit and ready to be out there.
Hi! Where are the other unicorns?
I think they've gone upstairs.
Oh my god, you look so hot! So yeah, we're at a club. We're basically going to do a bit of a rehearsal and we're going to be performing on the main stage later. I love it! I love this!
Are you aware that they're polyamorous?
They like to put it around, do they? I'm a big fan of naughty behaviour. Naughty behaviour is sort of what Guilty Pleasures is all about. I'm always on the lookout for new and interesting performers, dancers that can bring to the Guilty Pleasures stage here at Coco.
Can I just make a suggestion? Definitely build to it.
Oh yeah.
So that the old less is more works really well, I reckon.
I'm not happy with reality at all because it's shit. People don't get me out there. Just so you know the importance of Burning Man in my life, it's literally changed everything. My business, my friendship, my love life, everything. My life has always been out at the Burns. What I try to create out there, I try to create here. The principles of Unicornia are the things that I live by. They really help me to cope in this fucked up grey world. Always be fabulous to one another and the universe will deliver. When you shine, you enable others to shine around you. If you love everyone, there'll be more love in the world. You can't cage a unicorn, we're a symbol of freedom. A unicorn is never late nor on time. Number 10, never be afraid of change. Embrace it, you wouldn't be here now if you didn't change. Now we have cosmocorns, gothicorns, glamourcorns, different, more fabulous creations rather than having just pure bloods and just warrior corns.
I'm in a relationship with a lamp at the moment. I got a bit deep about how it was like a source of light and it was making me and all my friends look really good. And nobody was shining light on it and it didn't even say anything or care, and I just thought that was so beautiful.
Well, I'm glad everyone's here today because it's 6 months! Yay! 6 months with you! So a lot's happened since the first time we met because I'm not an alcoholic anymore. Yay! I'm gonna have some cucumber water. Business cards!
Oh, thanks!
Money-wise, anything £50 and over goes to ourselves. Anything below £50 goes to the uni kitty, so we could buy stuff like glitter, new toys. We've upgraded so much on the way we look. We have a new category of unicorns, which is like a glamourcon. So glamorous!
This is my room! Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I just like to be surrounded by lots of beautiful things all of the time. When I was in Thailand, I was in a place called Hajiwam, and they're all really spiritual there, and I went slightly doolally. I felt like when I met Shaft, we did have a bit of a spiritual connection, the same as my best friend Bambi. And in the Mayan dream spells, we're all yellow crystal stars. So that's why. This is Sucking in Space. A lot of my art is just quite psychedelic, and I do quite a lot of self-portraits, so this is a self-portrait of me sucking a galactic penis. Like, I just imagined it like a huge, like, kind of weird wiggly worm that would come out of a black hole, and that I was a big face in the sky, like, ah. We have a page called Fart, which is fanny art. Nice furry vag going on there. Little pearly clitoris. You know, it can be quite a miserable place, London, sometimes. So when people see a group of us, like, with all our horns on, jumping around like, yay! You know, I think if you're just making other people smile, it makes them cheer up a bit.
Basically, gotta get my civvies so I don't get, like, bummed out there by all the normals.
What do you mean by normals?
You know, them. The townies that run the world.
Oh, my horn's too big.
We're lovers, but free at the same time.
And is that the same kind of relationship with all of the unicorns, or how does it work?
I'd like to think it is. In my love life, it's allowed me to meet more polyamorous people. If you love more people, there'll be more love in the world, so we promote spreading the sparkle in that way. That feeling of falling in love is brilliant. As long as you can sustain that love feeling with, you know, one person or two person or three people for a long time, it's beautiful. Like, I love it. That's why I get out of bed. I think I'm a bit underdressed for this pub. Oh yes.
Cheers, uni!
In my experience of polyamorous people, and I know many polyamorous people, they tend to be slightly broken, unable to form really close, strong bonds with people. What do you think, guys?
For me, it's like caging a bird. Like, they fell in love with someone that was free and wild, and then they claimed it for themselves, and then that sparkle diminishes a little bit. But it's also it's a burning world that I basically got all my ideas and life from.
What about you guys?
Don't ask me about relationships, but I
You're
don't...
deeply monogamous.
Well, in a sense, sense that I don't think unicorns are necessarily associated with this one rule. Like, there's no rules. It doesn't mean you don't love your friends or love people closer to you or whatever. It just means that you've got one person who's a little bit higher up on the chain.
See, I don't believe in that. Because I don't. We've had an issue about this. We should have been together, but we're not for these reasons. I'm a massive drug addict. I mean, I like to escape. Like, there's something wrong in me. Like, I can't connect with myself in order for me to connect with other people. There's a reason why I'm escaping. My old life, I used to have these bed parties. These bed parties were amazing. It's unlimited Lambrini, unlimited gin, ketamine. I'd be like, it'd be a lot of cat videos. Bed parties don't mean sex, by the way. They just mean group of friends who get together. And it does sometimes end up in sex.
How many people are showing up tonight?
Tonight, 7 warrior corns were meant to be here, but there's no one apart from Amy and Emma.
Did you ask the other unicorns and what did they say?
Everyone said yes initially, but then everyone had a valid reason. Like, Hardstar had to go to Morocco because he had a free holiday. Amazing. And yeah, one of them's really ill mentally and the other one's going through recovery, so they just couldn't do it. So I'm quite happy with 3.
Happy birthday to you.
You guys.
Happy birthday, dear Shafty.
I'm gonna make a wish. It's the same wish as every year. And I'm gonna tell everyone, it's literally the same one. I wish to have a mythical threesome. Ah, there it is. Hold your stomach in.
So what's going on tonight?
I'm going to be showing how to do this physical meditation that I've invented on ayahuasca. Whoa. Choose a new power source. This power source will hold infinite energy. Feel its infinite power going into you. Imagine light emanating from your heart chakra, from your light source, from your power source through you to the universe, almost like a horn coming out of your third eye and crown. Now then pull them apart and just let them hover around apart a little bit together. You should be about 1 inch apart. We're on a path. I can still feel my crown chakra, like.
Wow.
Why I come out on the boat is because it's kind of my way of escaping the borders of what life sets you in your daily routine. When I first moved to London, I was really lonely. I didn't have anywhere to start with a friendship. When you wear bright colours or you wear glitter, it gives a stranger an invitation to say hi or to comment on what you're wearing. And in that way, London isn't a lonely place anymore. You just kind of allow the magic to happen. You're kind of creating an introduction for it to happen. The unicorns for me, yeah, it's who I am. But there are some elements that doesn't fit in with me personally. I think Shaft has always been driven with polyamory because that's his dream. So I think he imagined that it would all go hand in hand. He'd have this group of sparkly unicorns that would always make love on the weekends as a big group and everyone would be dating each other. But not many of the other unicorns have the same philosophy as him.
Me and Emma, we split up. She needs, time to heal. It was sad. I mean, we talked about, moving in together and everything, and well, just needed, to split up basically. It just happened all at once, really. It's like all the buses just came and gangbanged me, and then fucked me over, and then reversed over, and then did it again. I can't deal with my problems how I used to, which is, narcissism and getting fucked up. I have to face all my problems head on now, and it's a lot more harder. Shit's really bad at the moment, and, I was homeless for a bit.
It's gonna get better.
It could only get better.
Exactly.
Can it? Really? It will. I mean, one of the key principles of Unicornia is, no matter what, I can't even remember it anymore. It's fine.
He said he's polyamorous. I don't think he was hooking up with anyone else. I think it was just her. She ended up having a thing with her ex, and that's what happened in his previous relationships as well. It's just the fact that it's a pattern and it keeps happening, and he's like, what's wrong with me? He's getting himself in with the wrong girls, maybe.
Settling down and becoming normal. I mean, most of those people aren't really happy. It's like, it's an ideal of happiness. I was getting a little bit like, oh God, I've got to do all of this stuff and be a warrior corn, and oh God, it's a lot of work. At some point you get bored. You don't want to be running around this lifestyle, you're kind of pushing yourself out there and trying to find who you are. That's not really sustainable.
People say, you shouldn't let your relationships, define who you are. Every single relationship has defined who I am. Every single relationship has destroyed me, and I've had to rebuild myself. It's taken me a while, 11 months of intense therapies, Narcotics Anonymous, hypnotherapy, anything to get to where I am now, to activate my core essence. Ooh. Hi. Does my guns look big in this?
So where have you been?
I've just come back from the new Tantra retreat, which has kind of changed everything. I went to Copenhagen, and I was hosted by Apache Indian's girlfriend. As soon as I got there, we got tortured for 35 minutes to activate your Kundalini, because that's where you get all your magic powers from. And I was expecting to get answers for all the magic I've been experiencing. I didn't. I learnt a lot of techniques in this orgy school. It's turned me into this Shakita Squirt Miller. It's my inner feminine. Hot. Shalom. When I was taking some medicine called ayahuasca, I had a vision that I was this Jedi unicorn, and then I decided to do it. I've met a guy online, and he's going to show me what to do. I really like it when you make the wind noise. It goes whoosh.
Oh,
basically, I just want to make it sound like a Jedi lightsaber. Love saber, as I like to call it.
Love saber. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You can go round in a circle. Straight in the face.
Basically, when I was a breakdancer, I was obsessed by breakdancing. That's all I ever did. And same with snowboarding. I'm massively OCD.
You'll be really good at this.
I've been jumping quantum leaps in this just by thinking about it.
Yeah, that's
because I'm obsessed.
How long have you been spinning sticks?
I gave up drinking in October.
So you swapped drinking booze for something a bit more productive? Yeah, wicked.
How have you been since we last saw you?
This week's been pretty shit, basically. Well, since I saw you last, I've been in and out of A&E, just a stress-induced. I get sysmized when I'm really stressed. What's been the root cause of my depression of late has been my journey. I'm having to do really weird shit. I didn't ever want to give up booze. I didn't ever want to be a unicorn or become a Jedi unicorn. I just wanted to have a good time all the time. But Sadly, that's almost led me to dying twice and ended up in hospital quite a few times. The life I've chosen isn't the one I've ever wanted. Like, it's just fucking lonely doing this.
It's hard work being a unicorn all of the time. I think performing, dressing up, could sometimes be a coping strategy.
Maybe we're all a little bit nervous or sensitive, or we've got characteristics that are like a bit introvert.
I started to feel like my life, like nothing was happening in my life, and getting panic attacks. You know, the more isolate you are, the more sad you get. You need to just see people sometimes and snap out of it.
I had quite a massive problem with anxiety actually, and in the nicest way. I think we're all a bit mental.
For me, it's all about doing something significant with my life, making a difference. My insecurities come from that, really, thinking I'm failing or I'm not good enough or I don't know how to be an amazing human.
When I gave up booze, I became a shadow of myself.
Hi, hello.
I'm basically having to choose really weird things to do just to connect with myself.
Hi, my name's Antonia. I'm a wizard. I teach energy healing and various different bits of wizardry. Shaf's been twice before for a couple of different things. His mojo wasn't feeling as good as it might. So you can travel interdimensionally with your Merkaba, and it's much safer than sort of doing it without it. And most people's Merkabas are switched off.
All right.
But that's it's really advanced to be able to bilocate or just to teleport. If you can get the original trauma or close to the original trauma, then you can probably dissipate the rest of it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This is at 19.
What happened at 19? It's a very stressful time in my life. I was in art school and I didn't want to be there. I got chucked in the river when I really fancied Holly Wheeler. When I was 23, I was about to buy a house. I had it all. I decided to go travelling and then came back and my life got destroyed.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's bad.
I told my best mate to look after my fiancée, and he really looked after her with his penis. It's rejection. It's always the fear of rejection. That used to be one of my biggest fears. So instead of going to all the burns all around the world and being a fabulous unicorn, I've decided to spend all that money into self-healing, self-work, and trying to, just be normal without alcohol and drugs. I'm not a whirlwind of sexual glitter. I'm just a very insecure, lonely unicorn who doesn't know how to communicate to people anymore. It's horrible. And where I need to be is that guy that I used to be, but without the alcohol and a bit more caring. Less of a dick. So did you fix all that?
Yeah, that's all done.
It's all done.
I'm glad you feel good. You look perkier.
I feel great.
Of course you do. It's very useful magic. I was supposed to work on one thing and I end up just having fun and just curing everything. Ah, darling.
I've been in a state of, oh God, who am I? I hate myself. Oh God, I'm really insecure. I can't talk to anyone. Ah. But it bloody worked. Now I feel pretty great. Even though I had Emma, that was amazing, and what we had was really, really beautiful. Now I understand why we split up. If we were together, I wouldn't have developed as much as I have done. If we were together, I would have been codependent on her. Thank you! Now isn't it better when we're together?
Always safe. Exactly where I need to be.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I've moved house, I've got a full-time job, I've had just lots of big changes. I'm a receptionist, babe. Yeah, in a fitness studio, which is really cool. The unicorn thing it was such, at that time when I was doing it all the time, it's what I needed, but now just to dip in every now and then, because we all have our individual missions.
I realised I don't need this to be myself. This enables me to be more of myself. We're not going to tell anyone and go, you should become a unicorn. You shouldn't. You should be who you want to be, as long as it's fabulous and fucking awesome.